Hello everyone and welcome back to Stick Volley for week 3 of season 4. I am here joined by Patrick.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And before the games start, let's quickly look at these games. We got Lobsterbacks going down to the Grounders Stadium to face the Grounders, the 2-0 Grounders, and the 0-3 Lobsterbacks. Lobsterbacks need this win to have basically any shot at playoffs at this point. Every win matters for them. And after that, Majestic Turtle Chumps will be taking on the Clownfish. Both teams are now 1-1. Solid teams. Clownfish might look for some redemption after that playoff loss that Majestic Turtle Chumps spanked them on. And then, after that, we got the Keyboard Smashers versus the Grenadiers. Grenadiers, another 0-2 team needing a win. Keyboard Smashers, if they win, they'll be sitting at the top of that Coastal Division, just continuing to climb. And we'll see how that goes. And then for prime time, Metro Madness taking on the Peacocks. Both teams 1-1. I think. I lied. Peacocks are 2-0. The Clownfish or the Keyboard Smashers are actually 1-1. So the Peacocks are going to be looking to continue to climb and stay atop that Coastal Division, while the Grenadiers need to, or Metro Madness need to win this to stay in this race, even though it's pretty early on. But let's head down to the court and see our first game between the Grounders and the Lobsterbacks. And here we are down on the court. Grounders, Lobsterbacks coming to you live right here. And it's won by Tim Williver, who hits it high up. And that one's going to come back down to the two attackers, it looks like. Tim Williver does not connect. It's going to be hit back. We start in the back here. Wayne Morris. Trying to move it around. Tim Williver with a hard shot, but a good save by Silas. Lobsterbacks throwing their last game in week 1. And then in week 2, also struggling, but both games were close.
Yes, the Lobsterbacks really need to pick it up. They actually are away in this game, but that can't stop them. If they start 0-3, the playoffs are looking bleak.
Yeah, this is not a start that the fans wanted, and especially after last season only having 1 win, fans were not too happy about that. This is trouble for Valentino Snyder. He hit another goal! Valentino Snyder's season, fantastic season, is continuing. 1-0 Grounders. Valentino Snyder is looking fantastic.
This dynamic duo of Valentino Snyder and Silas Christian is almost unstoppable until they make a mistake like that.
Oh, Valentino Snyder trying to set up Silas. Not too strong. It's too strong, but Silas hit into his defense. This could be dangerous. He's going to hit the net. Come back down to his own goal. And it's 2-1. Lobsterbacks have the lead. Can they finish this game? They need to finish. So far this season, they've been struggling to finish games. They've been right in there with all these teams, but they've yet to finish a game. Can this be the night? And that's hit backwards by the defense. This is the game. Lobsterbacks take the win.
Such a fast game. Oh my goodness, Lobsterbacks definitely put the pressure on.
What a start to the night. 3-1. Lobsterbacks taking the upset of a couple mistakes by the Grounders. But that's going to do it for this game. We're going to head back. We're going to head down to Majestic Turtle Chumps playing the Clownfish next. And we are back for the second game of week 3 between Majestic Turtle Chumps and the Clownfish. This was a semi-final game in the playoffs last season, but that's hit backwards. What a save by Martin Wallace. Fantastic season for him so far. That one's hit up. I think that was Kevin Townsend. Coming back down to him. Oh no, that was not. Gonna be hit back. Here's Matt Goodwin's gonna hit it up. Martin Wallace with a laser! But a great save by Gus Graham. It could go in. It's gonna hit the bar and come back down to Donald Barnes. Donald Barnes hits it backwards. It's gonna hit off the wall. And looks like it's just gonna go out of play.
This is a contract year for Martin Wallace, and he is proving every bit of it. He's definitely going to be a sought-after free agent in this market.
Yeah, there's a lot of free agents that there's going to be a lot of free agents, but as I'm saying this is dangerous, and it's 1-0 Majestic Turtle Chumps. Donald Barnes, Benjamin Hartman, they're all going to be free agents.
They have 5 free agents. It's going to be Barnes, Callahan, Hartman, Burke, and Kai Stewart, but Kai Stewart's actually retiring.
So
they're going to have to fill 5 holes if they can't sign all of them back in free agency.
that is going to be a hit to Majestic Turtle Chumps if they can't re-sign everyone.
And I have been told by GMs in this league that Donald Barnes is going to be bidded on by other teams. It's not just going to be Majestic, so watch out for that.
Donald Barnes, look out for that next season. Might be the highest paid player, actually the highest paid attacker in the league. Maybe player, who knows. But this is Martin Wallace! But a great save by Gus Graham. What a save into the corner. Martin Wallace and Matt Goodwin trying to get that play, but it's coming back down to Martin Wallace. Cannot get it. Matt Goodwin hits it over to the defense. There's Tyler Whitmore. Gonna move this one around. Come back to Curtis Callahan. There's Benjamin Hartman. Great save by Gus Graham. It's gonna come up in the air to Donald Barnes. He connects but hits it backwards. This is in the air. And it's going to be falling slowly down, and it's going to be out of play. Starting the back here with Curtis Callahan. He's going to move it up. That was Justin Corner. Rookie this year. Trying to set up Gus Graham. Can Gus Graham get it? He does. It's into his defender 5, coming up to Justin Corner now. Justin Corner heads it to Benjamin Hartman. Back to Callahan, but Callahan and Gus Graham could not connect. That's Hartman! Hartman with the shot! What a goal! Hartman takes that goal, and it's now 2-0.
This kid is proving how special he is. He is so good playing defense. He leads that defense. It's just so much quality play brought from him especially.
It's just his consistency is just out of the roof. He's just like super consistent, and it's so amazing to see him play every game. There's Donald Barnes with a hard shot. Coming back down to Callahan. But Gus Graham with the hard shot. Another hard shot. This is going to be dangerous. It's going to hit the bar and go in.
That's going to be Gus Graham.
What a game. Majestic Turtle Chumps taking 3-0. The first shutout of the season in week 3. And that's going to conclude it for this game. Let's head down to the next game. This one's going to be between the Keyboard Smashers and Grenadiers.
Guys, one play at a time. We'll do whatever it takes to get the goal.
Excuse me.
Ma?
Donald, I made you a bowl of soup.
I don't think this is the right time.
There's always a good time for Campbell's Chunky.
Good call, Ma.
I know.
Fill up right with Campbell's Chunky, packed with hearty meat and veggies. Soup that eats like a meal.
And we are here for the third game of the night in week 3. The Grenadiers taking on the Keyboard Smashers. Here we go. Immediately hit back by Jackson Fox, though. In the back now, Billy Long. Tristan Frazier, rookie. His 3rd game in the league. And he's doing okay. He's not doing too bad. Jackson Fox with a hard shot. This is going to be a battle right here. It depends who hits it backwards. This could be dangerous. It's coming down. That was Dax Love. That one's hit over, though. Tristan Frazier has a hard shot. Not hard enough. Coming back over to him. One thing to remember from the draft is that Tristan Frazier, one of his weaknesses that many teams wrote down was his shots are not too strong or accurate. They go all over the place, and we just saw that. It can happen. But now, Cody Henson turns it over. And starting back now, Billy Long. It's a must-win game for the Grenadiers. They are 0-2. They lose this. This is hit backwards, though. That was Samuel Jackson. But what a save by Tristan Frazier. Who could score the goal? Tristan Frazier! What a goal! That is unreal. What a player, Tristan Frazier.
Tristan Frazier has brought some new life into this team. He's definitely excited to be there and he's trying to bring in the intensity.
Yeah, he's got some big shoes to replace in Joseph Young. A great, consistent goalie well known and well respected around the league.
One thing to note is he has a 4-year contract with which no one else on the Grenadiers has a 4-year contract. So he's going to be there for a long time. Everyone else might go in and out, but he's the franchise player.
Yeah, that's going to be good because they have a young attacker, and if those two build chemistry together, that can be something to look out for. Here we go. That one's hit by Dalton Hutchinson off the back of Davion Nolan, and that's another goal. 2-0. Grenadiers take this early lead. Cody Henson, his 3rd turnover on the night. He's doing his job. But his other defenders and goalie and attacker are not. Billy Long and Samuel Davis. Hit backwards. Tristan Frazier hard hit into Daxlov. 2nd-year player, but first time starting and playing. That's hit backwards now. Looking like it's going out. Billy Long immediately getting it up. Daxlov with the pressure. It's hit up. 1 goal can turn the tides of this game. And that's hit hard by Daxlov. Coming back down towards him and Jackson. Hard header by Daxlov. It hits the bar. Coming down to nope, it missed. That's Samuel Davis now. Daxlov with another hard shot. He's getting him. Leland Manning getting hits into his defense. This could be dangerous, though. He's got to get that away, and he does.
That was a great shot by Leland.
Oh, just missing.
Just out.
That was a very nice play by Leland. Almost getting a goal off that. Daxlov! We knew the time was coming. It was about time until he scored that. He's been playing fantastic so far this night. Just getting pressure on this defense and always getting shots off. Defense, I'm moving it around. Come back to Leland Manning. Hard it into his defense. Jackson Fox with the pressure. Off his defense. This has spin on it. This could be the game. And that's it. Grenadiers take the 3-1 win.
Grenadiers showing Trenton how they can really play.
They get their first win of Season 4. And now they're just going to have to try and roll with it. They have a big game next week. They play the Clownfish. But now, let's head down to prime time. We got the Peacocks taking on Metro Madness next. And here we go. It's prime time. Metro Madness, Peacocks. Here's the tip-off, face-off. Hit back now by Zach Goodwin. Peacocks trying to move this ball around. Kyrie Burnett gets it off. There's Keith Jackson with the pressure. Onto this defense. Keith King moving it up. Keith King again. Victor Wilson. Kyrie Burnett hits into his defense. Victor Wilson hits it into Kyrie Burnett. Keith Jackson keeping the ball on his side. No, he hits it backwards. That's going to be Paul Kovac and Patrick Williver, but no. Max Montgomery, what are you going to do with this? And he gets it off.
This is such a big game for both teams. This is in the division. This could mean playoff implications down the line.
Yeah, this game, even though it's only week 3, this game actually means a lot just because it's a divisional game. And that's going to be a turnover there. Very smart play. Now, here we go. Especially with the Grounders losing, this is a big game for both teams. Now the Peacocks hit it back over. With Patrick Williver and Paul Kovac. Into Zach Goldman. There's a hard shot, but another hard shot. Great saves by Max Montgomery. They're going to hit it up. That's set back. This is dangerous. That's a hard shot by Max Montgomery.
He is looking good today. Max Montgomery came to play.
Yeah, he's just over these past couple weeks. We can see the development already as a pro, and it's showing. That's hit backwards real quick by Josh Sutton into Max Montgomery into his defense. He's trying to use his defense this game. It's coming back down towards him. He has a hard shot. This could be good. It's going to hit the back of the goal and just go out of play.
Max Montgomery is looking like a seasoned veteran so far tonight.
He's having some crazy saves to save his team from losing. But there's Keith Jackson. That's a hard hit. That's not what you want. That's going into Max Montgomery. Is a hard shot. He saves the veteran from making a mistake. You don't want that out of your veteran from making a stupid mistake on a rookie goalie. Peacocks now moving this ball on defense, trying to get it off, and it's a nice turnover. Paul Kovac now in the back, coming out of retirement to Patrick Williver. Patrick Wilver up to Josh Eppolito, back down to him. He hits it off the wall. Smart play. That's hit backwards. This could be dangerous. Kyrie Burnett needs a save here, and he gets it. What a save by Kyrie Burnett. This is going to be dangerous.
That was a ridiculous save.
Oh. He just gets those touches. Oh, there we go. There, Max Montgomery with the hard shot into Keith Jackson. It's come back down toward him. Oh, the rookie.
That's just so unlucky. Max Montgomery's been playing so well today.
The rookie making a rookie mistake, hitting it too hard into his attacker. And hello everyone, real quick before we get back to the game, for some of you wondering why Zach Gowen did not get that goal, he actually did not touch the ball. We review every goal. Here's that hard shot there by Max Montgomery. Zach Gowen does not touch the ball. It actually hits Keith Jackson and goes into the goal. Therefore, the goal actually went to Kyrie Burnett since he was the last player to touch it from the Peacocks. But I know some of you might be wondering why Zach Gowen did not get the goal, and here's why. The ball does not touch him. It goes right over his head. Now let's head back to the game. Metro Man is now down 1-0. It's only one goal. They need to regroup and then get this together. And Zach Gowen with the pressure. These guys are battling it out. That's hit hard. Going out of play. Victor Wilson now. Hitting it up. Peacocks moving this ball in defense. Going backwards now into Kyrie Burnett. Keith Jackson with the hard shot. Going too hard again. Go Paul Kovac.
Keith Jackson needs to settle down here. He's hitting it way too hard, and it's making for a lot of costly mistakes.
Yeah. It's kind of, if you're a Metro fan, it's kind of scary seeing Keith Jackson drill that ball into the wall onto your rookie goalie. That's hit backwards though. I think that was both Josh Sutton and Josh Eppolito with the mistake. It is now 2-0 Peacocks. Keith Jackson hits it over. Here's Keith King playing against his old team from season 1. They won that title together, the championship. Max Montgomery into his defense. Coming back up. Zach Gowen with the pressure. Got Max Montgomery trying to get that hit. Hard shot by Zach Goodwin. This might be too hard though. This looks dangerous. I don't know about this one. This could be a goal. Oh, Kyrie Burnett with the save. It's coming back down towards his defense. They pop it over. Max Montgomery, can he get a hit here? No, he cannot. Paul Kovac hits off Patrick Wilver's head to Zach going back over to the Peacocks defense. Victor Wilson slows it down with Keith King. Kyrie Burnett cannot get a hit. And it's going to be a turnover.
The ball seems to have spent much more time in the Metro Madness zone. They need to change that if they want to win this game.
Yeah, the defense seems to be struggling a little bit tonight. So keeping the ball on the other side, getting it up to Ali Arroyo, the rookie, and getting him to turn it over will be key in this game. Josh Eppolito hits it backwards, not hard enough to Max Montgomery. Sutton now to Arroyo. Zach going with the pressure, forcing the rookie, and he turns it over. Smart play by the rookie. Kyrie Burnett into Max Montgomery, who has a hard shot into the defense, and it's just going to go over the bar. Here's Kyrie. Hard shine to Max Montgomery. This has backspin though. It's coming back down to Max. No, his defense. To Patrick Wilver, who hits it up to Ali Arroyo, who cannot turn it over. Hard hit. Max Montgomery, what a shot. And it's just going to go.
This Phoenix Peacocks team is just not making any defensive mistakes. It's hard for Metro to beat a team like that.
Yeah, Peacocks. This team's been together for a long time now. And it just... Metro Madness defense is fairly new. They're most of them 3 new faces on this defense, so they're still trying to figure it out. And it's kind of showing tonight with Peacocks' organized defense. Not making many mistakes, getting the ball over. And that's another turnover. Here we go, Sutton now. Up to Keith Jackson. Can he get a hit? And he cannot. But he gets this hit. It's coming back down to his goal, though. Keith Jackson eventually scores the own goal, and that's going to be the game. Peacocks take the 3-0 win. What a game.
That has got to be frustrating for all these Metro Madness fans here in St. Paul. They can't believe what they're seeing.
Yeah, the fans they were booing that just now. This is just not an up and down season so far for Metro. They lose bad to the Clownfish and then win, and then they lose bad again tonight. They're gonna have to fix this next week when they take on the Keyboard Smashers in another divisional game, and that's gonna be a big game. That can basically decide their playoff hopes, maybe next week. What crazy games for week 3 to start us off. The Lobsterbacks upsetting the Grounders 3-1. Grounders came out that game with the lead 1-0, and they could not hold on. Defensive errors, just couldn't hang on, and it was just a bad game for them. Lobsterbacks getting their first win of the season. And then the second game, the Clownfish getting absolutely destroyed by Majestic Turtle Chumps. Benjamin Hartman, Gus Graham, Donald Barnes, all these guys just destroyed the Clownfish and made them look like an amateur team out there. Clownfish need to start regrouping on that one, and they need to figure it out. But for the second half of the games, the Keyboard Smashers losing to the Grenadiers, another upset. Grenadiers came into the night 0-2, and Keyboard Smashers were the heavy favors in that one, but they ended up taking that one, and the Grenadiers looked good. But yeah, the primetime game, Peacocks, also another crazy game. Peacocks, we didn't think that they would destroy Metro Madness. They were the favors, but 3-0. Metro Madness did not look good in that one. There were some errors. Keith Jackson had at least 2 errors that night, and a rough one for them. And that's going to conclude it for week 3. If you enjoyed the Stick Volley season so far, subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you next time for week 4 of season 4.